Emma.
Carlton, I'm a huge fan of yours. Kurt from hollywookiee.com, Nerd's Guide to Hollywood.
Okay.
Lost, most brilliant show I've ever seen. Nash Bridges, my second favorite show. So, honestly,
Really? Honestly?
no, I swear to you.
Okay.
Honestly, I
Wow.
was so happy when you started bringing all the Nash Bridges actors over to Lost, and I was like, oh, he's in the show now. No, he's in the show. So, thank you for both of those shows, and I already thank you for Bates Motel. What made you decide to do it contemporary and not keep it in the time frame it was?
I think, Carrie, Aaron, and I decided that we didn't want to be tethered to the movie. Like, that we just didn't, Gus Van Sant did a remake of the movie. It's like, you've already seen that story. Like, we were not going to tell that story better than Alfred Hitchcock. So what we wanted to do was take these characters and tell our own story with them. So by doing it contemporary, setting it in contemporary times, people wouldn't think about the movie. If you're setting it in 1950s, the movie's gonna be looming like this black oppressive creative cloud over your head. And so we just thought, like, this interesting thing was, what is this relationship like with Norman and Norma? Like, who was this woman? I mean, she ends up stuffed and, like, in a fruit cellar, but, like, how did that relationship work? How did Norman kind of become the guy that he became? And that was something that just as writers we thought was so juicy that we had to explore it.
During the creation of it, when did you decide that the town had to be basically a character as well? Very Twin Peaksy, very, you don't know who anybody is.
Right from the beginning, we thought that, one of the themes of the show was sort of that people have big dreams and their ambitions and desires kind of get them into trouble. And so that should be sort of thematically resonate in this town. And Twin Peaks was a show that we both really loved. And so we thought, and it only lasted 30 episodes. They didn't get that show. The show didn't get the type of traction that it deserved, and so we thought, well, let's take our shot at it. We're going to do our town, which looks beautiful on the surface, but everybody has dark secrets underneath, and that just felt like, to us it was really interesting, the idea of basically taking this nuanced character story between Norman Bates, throw in a brother to kind of give us a little window into that family, and then put them in a town where we can have a show that has some twists and turns and chills and thrills. And we didn't want it to be we didn't want the show to be kind of buzzing at a low level. We wanted it to really have a lot of energy and a lot of surprises, and so the town gives us a lot of narrative drive.
Oh yeah, and you killed the dog. You did the one thing that you're never supposed to do.
The dog died accidentally. Norman didn't kill the dog. He takes responsibility for it, but no, you never want to intentionally kill an animal.
Exactly.
My Twitter feed was like, no!
Well, thank you so much for talking to me. It's truly an honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
I know, dude.
Wow.
Huge fan.
I'm shocked and pleased.
Huge fan.